What's poppin', homies? You already know who it is. It's your favorite homegirl, Gossip Girl. Happy Friday to you all. Friday is here. Friday is here. Now, I know some of you guys got your taxes. Man, let me hold something real quick. Oh, $4. But anyway, I'm just joking with you. So I just want to, before I start my regular topic, I just want to come and have a little conversation with my homies. Now, I know most of us on here are adults, and we can be mature adults, and we can have a conversation without being ignorant in the comment section, okay? So if you want to like express your feelings about something in the comment section, you can, but be respectful, all right? So one day I was watching, I forget who I was watching. Oh, I'm going to say his name is Carlos Robinson. I was watching Carlos Robinson a couple of days ago because I just recently found out he had a YouTube channel. He is on IG, and sometimes I can't watch him because he just be too much at times, you know. But he is Queen Naja's cousin, and I was watching him one day, and a young lady in the comment section, she was like, wow, I've been on YouTube for a minute. You're going to hear stuff in the background because I got my windows open. She said, I've been on YouTube for a minute, for a while. And I think her subscriber count wasn't as far as his, and he had just started. And I did respond to her. I said, unfortunately, negative stuff sells, drama sells, mess sells. If somebody's sitting there talking about somebody in a negative manner, or dropping a tea, or dropping some mess on somebody, or exposing, they're going to be all ears for that. They're not going to be all ears for somebody that's positive and uplifting and motivation. But I told her, don't stop what you're doing. Keep doing it, because there is an audience for everybody. Okay, there's an audience for everybody. It may take some of us longer to get where we need to be, but you'll get there. You'll get there. Now, when I started, YouTube, whatever, it's like trial and error. You learn as you go on. You learn who support you, and you learn who don't. Okay, you can't make nobody support you. Okay, some people think getting a shout out from the biggest YouTuber in the planet is going to help their channel grow. But I'm sad to say, some people will come over just because it's word of mouth. But if you are doing something that nobody wants to see, or they don't like it, they're not going to stay. They're not going to stay. And that's why I said your fan base will grow slow, because you got people who are going to like what you do, but it's going to take time for you to reach there. I'd rather have a good quality of subscribers than have or quantity. Okay? To me, quality is more important than quantity. You don't get paid off subscriber counts. You get paid off your views, for those who are monetized. Now, I'm not monetized on this channel, so it is what it is to me. I like to report news, a little gossip here and there. I'm not into the exposing people, because that's not my thing. But I'd like to bring news to people that's going on out there who don't watch the news, who don't know what's going on, especially my New York people. Brooklyn all day. New York, what it is. What's up? What's popping? How y'all doing out there? You know what I'm saying? So when I see things that's happening in my hood or my city, whatever, I'm bringing that. Now, there's other places I've seen crazy stuff happen to, and I do bring it to your attention, because it's a good topic to talk about, and sometimes we need to hear it. Because we get so caught up in what's going on in the lives of other YouTubers that we forget what's going on in the real world. So I like to balance that out. It's good to talk about people, and what they do on their channel sometimes, but sometimes they go overboard. Sometimes it's just obsessive, depending on who you are. Now, if you've always been a fan of these people and you follow them from day one, and you just want to report on them, that's fine. And you're not being nasty or rude or negative, that is fine. That's cool. But if you are doing it, and every time you report on somebody that's a YouTuber, it is nasty, it's rude, it's foul, it's dirty, then that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I can't sit through that. I can't sit through that. I don't report on YouTubers because, you know what? Some of the kids that are really like known, I don't know them like that. So I can't like just sit there and be like, oh yeah, you know what so-and-so did, because I don't watch them. So I'm not going to sit there and try to do that knowing that I don't watch these people and I be saying stuff and I'm looking crazy, and people in the comments saying, girl, you don't know what you're talking about. Because you're right, I don't. So that's why I don't do it. But another thing I don't like is that the bullying has to stop. Okay, we are all adults on this platform, most of us that know the same circles. We are all adults. It's crazy that you can do something to somebody, but as soon as somebody do something back to you, you want to holler, oh, that's not right. That's not fair. I'm getting bullied. This is what happened to me. I don't know why. Well, if you stop doing other stuff to people, things won't happen to you. And what is this thing about, now I've seen it more than one time. What is this thing about with people? You could say whatever you want to say about somebody, and you could call their name. You could put their name in titles. You could put their name in description boxes and all that. But as soon as someone says your name, be like, oh, you're not authorized. You can't say my name. You can't do this. You can't do that. Well, then why not? Because if you're doing it to somebody else, they damn sure could do it back to you. See, this is the thing. Nobody on this platform should be afraid of anybody and should be able to speak their mind on their platform. The same way you dish it to someone else can dish it back to you. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. If you're out here being reckless, and if you're out here popping off at the mouth at someone or about someone, you think you damn right you got it coming back at you. But this is what I say about that. The person that's popping off back, don't dwell on that situation too long. Say what you got to say one time and move on from that, because you give it too much energy to a person. See, don't give too much energy. I was taught to always defend yourself. Always. But don't cut the energy supply off once you do it. See, people need things to feed off of. You get what I'm saying? That's how they live. They need that force to feed off of, so they could feel like, you know what, I'm going to say this, blah, blah, blah. And then to the people that's in the comment section, sometimes just by the way people type, you can tell where their brain is at, because they so used to following that they don't know how to lead. Their brain can't cut off, don't understand when something is right and when it's wrong. If you sitting there agreeing every time somebody is bullying somebody, then something is wrong with you. If you like the person that's doing it and you've been following them for a while, at least say, hey, you know what? I've been following you for a minute. Now, what you're doing right now is out of pocket, is not right. They're either going to take your criticism or they're going to block you from their channel. It's one or the other. Some people can't take criticism. They want you to say yes, yes, yes to everything they do, even when it's wrong. They want you to say yes, yes, and they need that. They need that, and you guys are out here feeding some of these people this energy, but cut the supply source off. Because let me tell you something. A page, we all have our fan base. Like I said, we all have our fan base. And I feel like once people get to a certain number or a certain height on their channel, they always talking about, well, stop watching me then if you don't like what I'm doing. Well, aren't you the ones that's monetized again? But we watching you getting paid from off our view, and this is how you say. People get real cocky when they get up on that ladder. And why they get cocky like that is some of the fans' fault, because they put them up there on that pedestal and think that they're God, and they're not. They think they're hiding everybody else, but they're not. Just because you got a little bit more success than everybody else doesn't mean you are better than me. Because we all, our blood is red. We all could bleed when we get cut. We all have feelings. You may have a little bit more money in your bank account than I do, but what is your outer shell? Is it tough? You get what I'm saying? See, people put on a front for the camera. And I'm sorry to say, this YouTube right here now is saturated with bullshit. It's just saturated with bullshit. It's saturated with bullshit. It is. Because years ago, when you got on YouTube, you could find something. You could still find different communities, but it was more about natural hair, makeup, cooking. Whenever you went into YouTube, you see those things pop up. Now, the celebrities got a channel. This thing, somebody is peeing on somebody and that's trending. Somebody kicked somebody in the balls, that's trending. It's like, what is this now? You know, but to those who have a channel and feel like it's not growing, don't give up. Just keep doing what you're doing. Trust me, your time will come. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish or whatever, but just keep talking to your fan base, because let me tell you something. The majority of your fans that support you don't have channels. Now, the ones that do support you and they have a channel, they have to balance their channel and support others. So you're not going to see them all the time. But you make sure you keep your content rolling for the ones you see all the time. The other content creators, they'll come back when they have a chance because they doing their own thing. You know? See, I'm very cautious. And with these lives, I stopped going into a lot of lives. I go into lives that I know people, you know, that I'm close to, that I know. I go on their lives. And if I don't understand a certain topic or a certain conversation going on, I go in there and say hello to the host and everybody, and I just fall back because I can't insert myself in something that I know nothing about. And my mother always taught me not to do that. So I can't do that. So I'll be like, well, I don't know what they're talking about, but hey, y'all, how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I keep it moving. But you go and you give people a chance and you go and say live and you say hello to them. They say hello back. And then you'll never see them on your channel nowhere. I stopped all that. I pick and choose who lives I go into or whatever the case, whenever I get the notification. Because the notifications these days are just barely. I barely get stuff. But I'm not going to hold you guys up too long. I just want to have a little conversation about that. It's just so much BS going on. You just got to pick and choose who you watch, who you support, and that's that. Because there's no way in the hell I'm going to let somebody, these strangers up here, get me to the point where I'm ready to snap. Now, I'm going to say this one time. If somebody is messing with you, and if somebody is saying stuff in your channel, or they got your name in their description box, you should. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Point blank, period. And don't forget the exclamation mark at the end. I'm out.